Greetings and welcome to Drama in the Dirt's Meet the Digger. This week we have Jerry Dineen, and we'll be sharing his bio. He did an excellent job in presenting that, and I think you'll find his bio very interesting. So we'll get to reading that. If you would like to participate and be a featured digger, obviously you can contact me on our Facebook, Drama in the Dirt, and private message me. That's fine. I'd love to have that. Don't be bashful. Because, as I've mentioned just about every episode, we see people post and we see their comments, we see their finds, but that's about all we know about them. So I've kind of taken it upon myself to do this because I want to get to know people, who they are, what they, maybe a little bit about their personal life, what they do for work. So I feel really privileged to do this. And I hope you enjoy it, and we'll tune in next week. I'm not sure who we're going to have next week, but I'm sure it will be interesting. By way of announcements, don't miss Five Shot Friday. And then I think every week, last week I took a bonus shot because I found a bullet, one of my bullets that I couldn't find last week I dropped on the grass. So this week I went ahead and took a bonus shot, and the bonus shot was at 50 feet. So watch and see how I did. And that was with a full wad cutter. And then of course our regular episode on Saturday, and it'll be myself and Phil Gaber. Phil invited me out to a couple of properties. One of the properties is the property where he was raised as a boy, and he's not been back there since 1971. So you'll see some of the interesting things that we got there. Now obviously I'll say the place had been detected, but there were still some very, very interesting things. So we'll be looking forward to that. Also, I'll be posting episodes of Drama in the Dirt on Facebook, so be looking for those. God bless and keep you safe. And as always, may all your digs make you smile. And he wrote a little bio here for us. He says, I live in eastern North Carolina, and he lives in a small town called Cresswell. I'm 63 years old. So am I, Jerry. And started detecting in 78 and 79. My first detector was sold by Sears, but was made by White's Electronics. I used it for about 1 year and then bought a Garrett Groundhog. This was a better detector. With it I found 3 cannonballs, canister shot, grape shot, and bullets from both sides of the Civil War. In November 1981 I began my career with the North Carolina Department of Correction, and the following month I got married. With all the demanding job and newly married, later I sold both detectors and all my treasures and didn't detect again until 2015 when my wife bought me a Garrett AT Pro for Christmas. With that detector I found only a few clad and silver coins. I did manage to find a silver bracelet with a name on it and was able to return it to the owner. I now have 11 detectors, with my main one being an Equinox 800. I started a collection of vintage detectors and will send a photo showing them. The only photo I will be sending are of Civil War relics that I have found this past fall. I do not hunt during the summer months because it's extremely hot in North Carolina. I do not have photos of my relics from the late 70s. I wish I did, but there is no sense in posting photos of clad. I will also be including a few pics of my Native American relics that I've collected. I have a larger collector of them as of now. I will send the photos later. Thank you, Pete, for choosing me. Well, that is an excellent bio and a lot of interesting information. So we appreciate you, Jerry, being featured this week. It is just wonderful to get to know who people are and what they do and their passion for metal detecting. So we will now again extend another thanks to Jerry, and we will now have some pictures of some of his finds. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.